Hello and welcome to the first ever broadcast on the D.A.W.G. News. Your local student newsroom is dedicated to bringing you the latest updates on the current events and happenings in the Mediapolis School District.
Our first story of the day relates to the Iowa assessments that all students, grades 9 through 11, have to take. These exams are required by state law. Here's what some of the students think about them.
I thought ITBS was boring. Just filling in bubbles constantly for 40 minutes. It's just gets repetitive.
I didn't like how, based on your English, that determines your rap goal. But other than that, it's I think it's good for, just determining your basic knowledge, class rank-wise. But other than that, I don't know. I would change how they do it. I wouldn't do it in the morning. I would do it, more afternoon because no one's awake in the morning.
I would definitely change the schedule. I'd rather take them in the afternoon.
One thing I would change about the ITBS tests, I won't change a whole lot. I mean, maybe perhaps make it more like the ACT test, so it's more, so you can help prepare you for college, I guess. I think we need to get more creative with the snacks, rather just fruits. Maybe you have graham crackers or something. All right.
So if students don't enjoy taking these tests, why are they required to take them? To answer this, we interviewed Roger Thornburg, principal here at Mediapolis High School.
Why do we take the Iowa Test of Basic Skills?
Okay, so when you were young, they used to be called the Iowa Test of Basic Skills. They're now called the Iowa Assessments. But we take them so we can measure student progress, right? So every year we want to see students grow from one year to the next, and this is a test that helps us measure that growth. So we just take the tests in the area of reading, math, and science, and we look at that in individual students and collectively as grades to say how many of our kids are proficient. If they're not proficient, we utilize strategies to help those students become proficient.
The general consensus among students seems to have tests moved to a later time in the day. Whether this will be changed in the future has yet to be seen.
Next, we have some coverage on what has been a very hot topic at the school recently. The new furniture was purchased for the concourse. Again, Principal Thornburg has answered a few of our questions regarding to the changes made in this area.
And just generally kids laying out in the concourse on the floor and on hard metal benches. It was just a time to create more of a student-centered area where that students could be proud of.
When you proposed this idea?
I don't think opposition is the right word to use. I think caution is the right word to use, and that they wanted to make sure that however we planned the furniture, that it would be conducive for events that the public would be at. Total cost of the new furniture was right around $22,000, which is a pretty price tag, and why I talked to the students about we need to take care of this.
Are there any concerns that you have for the new furniture?
Just what I just said, the longevity of it, that it lasts for several years, that students value it and appreciate it and take care of it and keep the area clean and nice.
Personally, we would like to thank the student council and the school board, as well as everybody else involved in making our concourse here much nicer. And now we'll be moving to the sports section of our broadcast. This year, the Mediapolis wrestling team has been doing very well in the competition. Here's what some of the coaches and athletes have to say.
What was your reaction to breaking the pin record this year?
I thought it was pretty cool, but it's not the main goal. It's just a side goal. Obviously the main one is just to, get the title.
Mm-hmm. What's it like wrestling on those state mats?
It's pretty cool because, there's a lot more people, obviously, and, you get to look up at the crowd after a win, and, it's really cool, to see them all, shouting your name and stuff. So that's, the cool part is, the crowd, because you don't get to wrestle in, an environment like that the entire year, then all of a sudden, boom, state, it's, you get to wrestle in front of something like that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this year's qualifiers?
Well, we feel real good about Brendan Swafford going up there. He's a three-time place winner. He's a state runner-up last year, and he's got one goal left in his high school career, and that's to win it. That's our goal going up there. We're in it to win it.
All right, and when are you guys heading up to state?
We'll take off Thursday morning. Brendan doesn't weigh in until 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon, then he wrestles 6 o'clock Thursday night.
All right. When are you doing the send-off for the state wrestlers? Brendan has decided he would rather be recognized when he gets back
for his accomplishments, so we're going to wait till he comes back from state to recognize him.
What are your thoughts on how the year went?
We were down in numbers this year. The kids fought, and the kids fought hard every day in practice. Every meet we competed in, we couldn't ask any more out of them. We just had a great group of kids, and they just gave us everything that they had. They worked really, really hard, and very proud of every one of them this year that stuck it out.
All right, and are there any changes you're going to make for next year?
We got some good 8th graders coming in. We're going to work on getting our numbers built back up, and the kids are buying into the program, and that's our plans going forward, is get our numbers back up and get back to the level that we've been at the last few years.
Wrestling, however, is not the only sport doing good this year. In fact, the Mediapolis Bullets girls basketball team has had yet another outstanding season. With many new faces on the team and a new assistant coach, however, it took no small amount of effort and practice to get where they are now.
We understand this is your first year as an assistant coach, and we were wondering how well it's been going so far for you.
It's been great. Having the opportunity to work with Coach Borison. He's been extremely successful in his coaching career, so being able to learn from him and work with him has been a great opportunity for me. And I've really enjoyed working with the girls too. That was another big reason why I wanted to take the job, is because I knew the girls that we'd be having on the team. I knew we'd have a really talented team, but also it's a lot of fun to work with your students that you have and see them not just in the classroom, but also working in practice and in games, and it's just been a really good experience for me so far.
I think it's gone really well. I think probably more of an adjustment for the girls than for me. I've been to several high schools, so I've kind of been through it. But for the girls, it's always different, because they get used to one style of coaching. But all in all, I think it's gone good, and where we're at right now is we're pretty happy. I mean, we're playing really good ball, and this time of the year is when you want to be playing your best. So all in all, we're feeling pretty good about things.
So when is your playoff game?
We play Tuesday, and we will play the winner of Van Buren and West Burlington, and that'll be at home. So it's really nice that the state, we have an opportunity to play 2 games at home, which is really a kind of a nice reward from the state for a good year. And then those guys play on Saturday night, and then we'll play the winner of that Tuesday here. So,
is there any players' injuries that you are watching closely to see if it could get worse or anything?
Well, I mean, Mackenzie Rogers really had a bad sprained ankle, probably about as bad as I've ever seen of any kid I've ever had, and it was sprained in about 2 or 3 spots. So, it took her 3-4 weeks to really get back. So we try to, kind of make sure that she's not going overboard a lot of times, especially at practice. There's no need to do that, and we try to give her breaks and stuff. But it's one of those ankle sprains that probably may not be completely healed until the middle of the summer. And so we just try to take care of it. We tape it good. But other than that, we're pretty healthy right now.
And do you guys think that you could make it to state?
I think we're a dangerous team because we can shoot the ball. When we're right, we're right.
Anytime you have competitive kids who work hard and believe in themselves and believe what the coach is telling you, always are putting yourself in position to have a chance to win. And I think that's what we've done all year. Coach Borison and I have worked hard to give our girls the best chance to win, and the girls have worked extremely hard in practice and have been coachable and have been willing to do what we ask of them. And so when that happens, you have a cohesive unit, and anytime you have that, I think you always have a chance to win.
And do you think the girls will also make it to state?
I think we got a really good shot. We go out and play hard, and don't worry about what people are saying outside of our team. And You know, there's no pressure on us to perform. Just go out and play for each other and play for the love of the game, and you know, just see what happens. You know, that's why you play the game. You play because you love it, not necessarily to winning or losing, but because you love the game. You love playing with your teammates, and you know, I think our girls do a good job of that, and we go out and just play as hard as we can, and we will always have a shot to win.
And that concludes our first ever D.A.W.G broadcast. We hope you enjoyed listening, and stay tuned for future broadcasts. If you have an idea for a story or would like to appear on air, please contact Mr. Woods. Thank you for listening. See you next time.